Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. So what's been all the talk lately? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is the reigning MVP of the league. I mean, I know the season's on hiatus, but he's still technically the reigning MVP. In my opinion, Giannis is the MVP for this year as well. So back-to-back MVPs, that is amazing. Not only do I think he's the MVP and that he'll win back-to-back years, his team is also #1 in the entire league. They're #1 in defense, they're amazing on offense, and he's one of the reasons, not even just one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons why. The Milwaukee Bucks have went from a middle-of-the-pack team, just making the playoffs, to now being one of the top teams in the league. Part of that has to do with coaching, of course, part of that has to do with roster and how it's utilized, but also Giannis coming into his own. So now with a great coach, a great roster, and system running smoothly, all they need is postseason success. The Milwaukee Bucks were great last year as well, but they got knocked out by the Raptors. Giannis' ultimate goal is, of course, to win a championship, and if Milwaukee can't get postseason success, that may change his opinion on whether or not he wants to stay. But what if Milwaukee doesn't make the finals this year? Will Giannis stay? Will Giannis leave? Now, I know he's not a free agent this offseason. He's a free agent next offseason, 2021. But he could still force a trade out if he really didn't want to be there. I mean, we've seen players do that before. And that's where the Giannis trade talks come in. So the first trade that could possibly happen that has been rumored for a while, that's talked about all the time, is Giannis to the Warriors. Now, does Milwaukee want to give up Giannis at all, or especially trading him to the Warriors? Probably not, but they may have no other option. What I mean by no other option is that they may get the best offer from the Warriors and they don't want to lose him for nothing. Here's what I think the Warriors would have to give up in order to get Giannis. They'd have to give up Wiggins, of course, a quality player, and make the salaries match. Their 2020 first round pick, that could be #1 this year, the Minnesota pick, the Dallas second round pick, and Jordan Poole. And I know some of you may be saying, oh, well, that's not enough. Well, usually when a star forces a trade, or a star in general gets traded, you don't get equal value. And listen, if Milwaukee doesn't want to lose him for nothing, that's not a terrible trade because some other teams can offer less. They're getting Andrew Wiggins, who, yes, I know has not shown the progress that some people have wanted, but he's still young and has plenty of time to develop. They're also getting a first-round pick from this year that could be #1. They could develop the next NBA superstar, James Wiseman, Obi Toppin, LaMelo. You never know. They also would have Minnesota's first-round pick, which many believe will be a top pick as well. From the Warriors standpoint, they're doing that any day of the week. I mean, can you imagine Steph, Klay, Draymond, and Giannis together? Wow, that team would be so crazy to watch. I mean, think about it. Giannis isn't the greatest three-point shooter, but he's definitely worked on it. But now, if he's on a team with Steph and Klay, he doesn't have to worry about that as much. Building a wall in the paint probably won't happen because someone has to guard Steph, someone has to guard Klay. You can't leave them open. Oh, let's not forget Draymond is a great facilitator. Plus, I think the Warriors would make some nice offseason moves, signing some good veteran minimums. Eric Pascal has looked very nice in his rookie season. So if that trade happens, I could definitely see them winning a championship next year. Now, the next team that people have mentioned about Giannis being traded to is the Raptors. Now, this is very interesting to me because you know what? Giannis would be a nice fit on the Raptors. Nick Nurse, as I've mentioned before, I think is a great coach, and the system that they run there in Toronto seems to fit his style of play. The only problem is I feel like the Raptors would have to give up Siakam in order to get Giannis, and I don't think the Raptors want to do that. Not even just that they don't want to do it, I don't think they would do that. I think they see Siakam as a huge part of their future. I mean, look at the way he's developed. He could be an MVP one day. Don't jump down my throat. I'm not saying he is an MVP. I'm just saying it's very possible because he's very talented and we see the production he gets offensively and defensively now. So if the Raptors can make a deal where they don't have to give up Siakam, then that would be great. Can you imagine Giannis and Siakam together? What a great pair. And I'm assuming in this scenario that they'd be able to keep Van Fleet as well. So imagine Van Fleet, Siakam, Giannis, that's a nice core. Plus, you always gotta watch out for Ujiri because he's a very good GM and he knows how to pull off trades. So I would keep an eye out for that. Now, the sad part about this trade is that if they can somehow pull it off, Kyle Lowry would probably have to be tied into the deal. And I don't live in Toronto, so I don't know if everybody loves him there, but I feel like he's pretty beloved by the franchise. I feel like a lot of fans would be upset if Kyle Lowry was traded. I personally think Kyle Lowry is very underrated for what he puts on the floor. I mean, he takes a million charges, and the last place that he's been rumored to go is Miami. Now, Miami would be a great fit for Giannis as well. I just don't know how they would make it work. Kind of similar to the Raptors. That's why going back to the Warriors, I'm not saying the Warriors have the best package out of anybody in the entire NBA, but given what they can give, I feel like it's better than some of the other teams who would actually be able to get Giannis. Similar to Masai Ujiri, Pat Riley is a great GM, so look out. He knows how to pull off big trades. In this case, I think Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are untouchable. With that being said, I feel like Kendrick Nunn or Tyler Hero would have to be included in the deal then to get Giannis because you have to give up somebody. If I'm Miami though, I don't want to give up Kendrick Nunn or Tyler Hero because they've looked great so far. But this is a make-believe world, so we're just gonna assume that they'll give up one of them. Now Giannis on the Heat with Jimmy and Bam Adebayo, wow, what a great trio. The only problem with this trade is it doesn't help their three-point shooting. It's not like they're the worst in the league in threes, but they could use some additional shooting. Their front court would be stacked with Jimmy, Bam, and Giannis. Miami's already great on defense, and if you add Giannis, who's one of the leading defenders in the league, wow, that team would be so stout on defense. But Dragic being a free agent and then bringing Giannis in, who are they going to get at point guard? I think if they can bring in Giannis and add an additional shooter or two, that is a championship contender for sure. And there you have it. Those are my opinions on the possible Giannis rumors. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye.